तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। वंदे गुरोर्मंडलम। Shivoham. We have discussed in the last shlok that there are various energy channels in our body that we call Nadis. Let's move further and increase our understanding on the Nadis by taking up the next verse. The next verse is 32nd verse. It states that Nabhi sthanat skandho urdhvam ankura iv nirgataha द्विसप्तति सहस्त्राणि देह मध्ये व्यवस्थिता. This verse means the nadis originate as sprouts from the navel region. There are 72,000 nadis spread throughout the body. Opposed to the conventional understanding where people believe the nadis to originate from the root chakra, the origin of nadis according to Shiv Swarodaya is the nabhi or the navel. Various scriptures define the point of origin of the nadis in different ways, but no system says nadis originate from Mooladhara or root chakra. As per classics, there are two main regions from which the nadis arise. One is the navel region, another is the heart region. In the navel region, there is a kandasthan that is located a little below the navel. This kand is an egg-shaped bulb from which nadis arise like sprouts. You may have heard there are 72,000 nadis in the body. The scripture gives out that number clearly. It is also understood that from these 72,000 nadis arise other 72,000 nadis, making it around 518 crore nadis. We have approximately 1 nadi per 3,000 cells in this body. Yes, it is truly a complex network, and collectively these nadis carry out numerous functions in this body, which measures our own 3.5 hands. Looking at the grandness of Nadi system, we are humbled at the skill of our creator, isn't it? So this Nabhi sthan or navel region is like a mega switch for the prana in the body. One more thing that I would like you to remind, that as per Ayurveda, most of the diseases are born in the stomach region. As per Siddha medicine tradition, the most unexplained diseases can be caused by the simple dislocation of this navel kand. It makes lots of sense now after understanding what is navel's role in overall pranic health of our body. Although there are varied versions pertaining to the exact number of nadis in human body, Shiv Samhita states that there are 3,50,000 nadis present in the body, and there are mention of 5 crore nadis as well. But whatever be the count, the point to take home is navel area is the most important, and that there are numerous nadis present in the body functioning in synchronization for the upkeep of the physical, energy and emotional body of a person. Let us take the next verse too, that is 33rd verse, that states that Nadi stha kundali shaktir bhujang akar shayani tato dasho urdhvaga nadyo dashaiv adah pratishtitaha. This verse means that in the nadis resides the Kundalini Shakti that rests in the form of a serpent. 10 nadis go upwards and 10 go downwards in the body from the root point. Kundalini Shakti is the unlimited, unexpressed potential that is residing within every human being. Its abode is the Mooladhara chakra or the root chakra. The root chakra is present at the base of the spine within the pelvic floor, between the anus and the genitals in the coccygeal plexus. So it should also be clear to you that Kundalini is not residing in the spinal cord, rather it is sleeping in the base chakra that hangs out as a virtual pouch lying in the pelvic floor. The purpose of all yogas, including Swar Yog, is to awaken this sleeping energy through which a human realizes his complete potential. Metaphorically, the unmanifest Kundalini Shakti is said to be resting in the form of a female serpent that is resting in a coil of 3.5 turns. So, just as a snake looks small when it assumes its coiled position, but when it uncoils to travel, only then we can see how big it is. Similarly, the Kundalini Shakti may be residing in a small place, but it is coiled, and when it will awaken, it will deliver enormous amount of energy push to our state of consciousness. As per Tantra, the Kundalini Shakti is the divine feminine energy within us. She is the mother. She is the Adi Shakti herself. Her beloved Maheshwar has his abode in the 7th sky, or what we call Sahasrar or crown chakra. Through spiritual practices, when the Kundalini Shakti is awakened and she travels through all the chakras to meet her beloved, that is the union of Shiv and Shakti. That is the moment of liberation, infinite ecstasy and enlightenment. The moment for which all of you sadhaks are doing sadhana, whether you are currently at level 1, 2 or 3. This Kundalini Shakti is resting within the Nadis, and when the Nadis are cleansed and impetus of Prana or Diksha is available, the movement of this Shakti starts. One thing before we close, the Nadis are spreading throughout the body, arising from the navel, are in two different conditions, that is upward and downward. Just keep this in mind that 10 nadis are moving downwards towards the legs and 10 are moving upwards towards the torso of the body. When the need be, we will refer to this wisdom later in our discussions. That's all for today. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I bow down to the divine sitting in your hearts. Shivoham.